everyone. Today I'll be giving a tip on how to build an API in a few seconds. So this is what JSON server promises. And it actually does that. So it's a really nice tool that we've been using here at Vigil for prototyping, demoing, and doing proof of concept. Sometimes you need to, when a user does an action, you need that action to actually change something or to persist something. So this is what JSON server is for. It's not intended to be a real API, to be on a live environment or a production environment. No, that's not the idea. The idea is to get quick wins in order for you to build something fast and to prove something or to demo something with a real nice experience to the end user. There are other tools out there like Postman, mock server, API, and etc. that are tools focused on documentation or to design APIs. And this is not what JSON server is for. JSON server is basically to build something fast, quick, that will give you a real world experience for your demoing, for to prove a concept. So let's, for example, create an API for posts. So every post has an author and a few more informations like description, ID, or an image, for example. JSON server allows you to structure your data and to create relationships between objects. So for example, Bob Marley can have two posts, and the only thing that you need to do is specify who is the author ID on a post. So everything is based on this db.json file. Here is going to be where you structure your data, and basically every object that you create here turns into an API. So let's see how that looks. I just started JSON API server. Let's check the endpoints that created. So we have the authors API that was created, and you can see we can list all the authors, we can filter by ID. So all these endpoints was created. A really nice thing is that you can actually do different types of queries. So I can filter by name, like Bob or Marley, for example. And you can do regex, you can sort, you can do all different kinds of queries, and you can check that on their GitHub documentation. Um, as I said, you can create relationships between objects, so it also creates endpoints for that. So let's list all the Bob Marley posts or Jonatas posts, and we can also add posts. So let's create a new post for Bob Marley, for example. Uh, you can add just the description. You can see on their URL that I'm passing Bob Marley's ID as the author. And let's do this request. And you see, I just created a new post. It actually assigned a new ID that got persisted, which is what we expect from the API, right? What we also expect from this API is actually the ability to delete the post that we just created. So a delete verb is created also for that API. So we can come here and delete this post. As you can see, I returned 200. If I try to delete again, 404, it didn't find the information. You can see everything is persisted, and actually is what we expect from the API. So it's a really nice feature. And one thing that we also use is the ability to expand information. So let's say I want to expand the author information in a post. So I can add that to the query string, and it will actually return me the detail of a post, including the author information. So it has a lot of features, and you can actually play around with this. You can check their documentation, and it's very useful to prototype and to create a demo using this tool.